All right. How's everyone doing? Can everyone hear me, see me this time? I do have my message board open if you run into anything where you can't hear me or see me here. Hopefully this will go better than earlier this week, since I'm back in our original spot here. Awesome, good. Thanks, Manuel. And as always, if you are in a conference room where there's more than one person watching or participating, please make sure that you note that in the conversation section there. Once again, my name's Ryan. Thanks for coming in for CubeFit today. Today's going to be a stretch for today. We have a few moves here, each one about 30 seconds. We'll go through them 2 times. Let's get started. So first one here, you could do it seated. This is just going to be right back here. Hopefully you can all see me. But this is just going to be kind of rolling your neck one way or the other. I'm going to start our timer. So if you hear anything going off, as far as like a whistle blowing, that'll be from here. And what we're going to do, we're just going to start off. You're going to go from one side all the way around. I'll let you know when we get halfway through. Just going right there. Rolling the neck around, you're almost halfway. And let's go the opposite way, just kind of rolling the neck nice and slow. Going right there. I know you've probably been staring at your computer screen for a while. This will be good to kind of get things moving there. There you go, good. So this next one here, this is just going to be rolling those shoulders, all right? So we're going to go forward first. On our second half of this, we're going to go backwards, all right? Here we go. So we're just going right here. Rolling those shoulders nice and slow, nice and controlled. Again, this will probably feel pretty good if you have any tightness kind of up in those shoulders right now. Just rolling them nice and controlled. And let's go the opposite way. We want to go backwards. Just going right there. We got about 10 seconds. There we go, nice job. So this one here, this is just going to be, again, you can do this in a chair. You can also do this standing up. But for this one, you want to be kind of on the end of your chair. You just want to reach down, try to have your hands between your feet, just going right here. And you really want to reach into it. If you can't touch all the way down to the ground, that is okay. But you really want to try to reach down there. Feel this really in this lower back. We're about halfway through. If you want to do something a little bit different here, you can also kind of reach those feet out, slight bend in the knee. You'll get both the lower back and right behind the legs, hamstrings, a little bit of calves. If you want to get a better stretch, you kind of pull those feet up a little bit. And there we go, good. So this one here, this one's now, still also, you can do this standing or you can also do this sitting, but you want to put your hands behind your back, you want to open this chest up. So we're going here, hands behind the head, and you just want to be nice and tall with the chest here. Feel everything here kind of stretch on out. Just going right like that. Remember, you don't want to yank with this here. You just want to go nice and gradual as you go back into this one here. Got a few seconds. Keep the chest nice and tall here. There we go, good. So take a minute, shake those out. This is now going to be a little bit more for the legs here, okay? We just want to go more with a hip rotation on. I know you can't necessarily see my face here, but we're just going to go with one leg. You're just going right like that. Going right there, trying to get the hips nice and loose here. If you've been seated for a long time, this will probably feel pretty good to get those hips nice and loose here. And let's go the opposite way. Still that same leg. Just going right there. If you need something, you can always hold on to a desk or a chair. Doing the same thing here. There we go, good. So take a minute, shake that one out. We're just going to do that same thing, opposite leg here, all right? Here we go. So you're just going one way. Doesn't matter which way you want to start off first. As I lose my balance here. Just going right like that. Remember, if you don't want to have your hands just kind of out in the way, you can always put them on a desk there. There we go. And we just want to go the opposite way now. Doing that same thing. Really trying to get that nice and open. Since we've been seated, it's probably gotten pretty tight there. And there we go. We're going to sit back down here with this here, with your chair. This is just going to be a side stretch. Your hands can be up overhead, and you just want to go to one side, feeling this all along here. As you go through, just kind of clasping those hands together, reaching over to that one side, really try to extend. And let's go to the opposite side here, doing that same thing. Really try to extend to that opposite side, really feeling this on those sides here, almost in those lats and obliques over there. Nice easy breathing, making sure you're not stressing out on this one or straining. And there we go, good. All right, so this one here, this is going to go back to our neck roll here, and this is just going to go that same exact thing. If you're rolling one way, let's try to rotate the opposite way. But again, nice and easy here. Going nice and slow. And we are halfway, so let's go the opposite way if you haven't been doing that already on that round in the first. There we go, good. So this one here, again, take a moment, shake that out. This is going to be for those shoulders. Again, you can have your feet kind of nice and flat on here, going right here. You can also do this standing up wherever you are. Just going right here, getting those shoulders nice and loosened up here. Going with that roll forward or backwards, whichever one you want to start off with. And let's go the opposite way. Again, really try to get full range here. Really roll them up, really roll them down as you go through this one. There we go, good. This one again, this is going to be that same option, that back stretch, either seated or standing. You can also have this feet extended or just flat down. So again, reaching down to the ground here. You can go all the way down. If you can get your hands flat on the ground, that's great. If not, that is okay as well. Just get as far as you can. Again, without straining too much here. And again, you can also do this with your legs extended, either going just right like this. You can have those toes up so you get a little bit more stretch in that calf, hamstring area. When I go that way, I can't necessarily get my hands all the way down to the ground, but we're trying. There we go, good. So take a minute again, stretch that out here. This is just going to be with that pec stretch here. Again, going with those hands kind of behind the head here. Nice big chest, opening up as you come on up here, going right like that. Getting a good stretch here, again across. You should feel those right around where their shoulders are, where they kind of begin from the chest. Going right here on each side. Really trying to open up that chest here. A lot of times when you're at your desk, you kind of tend to go this way because you're looking at a computer. This is really just trying to open things up here. Got a little less than 10 seconds. Really try to open that up. There we go, good. So this one here now, this is just going to be with our other ones here, going with our hip rotation. Kind of set up right here. I'll make sure this one goes. There we go. Going just right here. As you can see, I'm kind of holding on to the here as I go along. And let's go the opposite way with that leg. Just going right here. Almost to it. There we go, good. Take a minute, shake that one out. And then this is just going to be the opposite leg, all right? Again, you can hold on to something or just go free-handed. Going with the opposite leg, first wave of your rotation, go ahead and begin. This is just going right here. Really trying to open those hips up here. There we go, that's it. You're almost to the opposite rotation or reverse rotation. We're just going to start that right now. There we go, that's it. There we go, good. So this one's going to be our last one. Again, this is just going to be with us, seated, going right here, hands clasped overhead, going with the opposite or going to one side here first. Just going right like that. Really reaching, almost trying to extend those arms, really lengthen those arms and turning to that one side or tilting to that one side. or you could do this standing up or seated. Let's go with the opposite side, just going again right here. Really reaching through, focusing in on that stretch. Should feel this again, kind of lats and obliques here, all the way up through here. Last few seconds here. And there we go. Good job, guys. Well, this one is all set. All right, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that for us, make sure that you email us at that general mailbox there. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you for the next one. Thanks again, guys, for joining in.